And then another concept, and that's related to dashboards as well. Query fusion is something that was introduced, I think, also a couple of years ago, maybe version 9.5, well, before my time anyway. It's a concept of combining queries into fewer simplified queries, because okay, you can have fast queries, but what's better? What is better than faster queries? And the answer is fewer queries. So you can have 5 very fast queries, but if you can limit them to only 2 or 3 queries, that's always interesting. And I said before, the general rule is to only use the required level of detailing of visualization. Query fusion is an exception to this rule, because what we're going to do with query fusion is to add the same level of detail in our viz in order to create the same query. So especially with hierarchical data, that's quite interesting. I'm going to demo that with let's see, the query fusion dashboard that I've built. So in this case, I'm going to explain the dashboard first. It's a really simple dashboard again, just to show you the concept. We have the segments being actually the states. So that is a mistake from my end. We have the states and we have the customers, countries. This should be countries and states. So what we have here is only the state in our view on the left hand side. So we only have states, so the sum of sales by state. On the right hand side, we have our countries and our states. So if I were to start the performance recording, and I'm going to explain this later on as well. If I were to go into the data source and say, I don't know which data source it is, orders, remove the extract and filter on nothing. Let's see this. Okay. So this renders fastly, of course. And now if I were to go into the states view, so we have on our customers, on the countries and states scatter plot, we have profit and sales by country and state. If I were to add profit and country region onto detail, and just to give you the idea and to show you, I would filter here on order dates, bad practice, but it's just to give you the idea, to only keep 2019. And then I would say, okay, stop performance recording. Now a workbook will be generated. It's opening. I'm going to filter only on executing query. And you see, here we had, let's see, so here we have one for undo. We have one query for country, region, states, sum profit, and sum of sales. I'm not sure where the other one has gone, because there should be another one. In this case, we have, and here we see the last with the integer, we see that we have one query as well. In this case, let me see what went wrong there, because normally if I were to start this one again, I'm going to remove this. So I'm going to start the performance recording again. Say orders, was it orders? I think it was, yes. Say only, so 2018 and 19. Ads. Okay. Years 2018-19. Okay. Then we have only 2018-19 data. Let's add country here as well. Again, it can be that the view was just cached. If I were to remove this and then add only date 2017. Stop the performance recording. Now let's see what happens. Not sure why it does this now. Because it combined it into one query, whereas normally what would have happened is that this query would have been fired separately to the data source and this one as well. In this case, I think it must have been some caching that was in place. But the idea is to bring the same level of detail, if possible, to your dashboard or to different visualizations. So that's the idea of Query Fusion. So if you have the option to bring the same level of detail into your view, make sure to do so, and you will see that only one query is fired at the data instead of just one.